stand for Write Proper, and HPC is a stand for High Performance Computing Function. All that I'm doing here, I'm getting inside. Of course, you can put the username password or later on when you get inside. So now he's gonna ask you for the username. That's what you have it right now here, the username. The password here, this password for the HPC is different than your Midas. Once you have the account and you log in, they're gonna give you a temporary password. You're gonna use it first time. Once you get inside, the system will ask you to change the password. I already have changed and I have it now to use. Now I'm inside the hard drive. I'm trying now to get inside the hard drive. Here is like you remember the Norton commands. They have like right and left. If you go to the right hand side, here that's actually the storage media inside the clusters. I can get there so I can look to my data and all that. On the left, that's my computer. If I need to transfer any file, getting output and input. So you already transfer from two different operating systems. Here, most of my work you can put it under work. You can have like created like folder here, so it's easy to be manipulated. Then using a Unix command, you can do that. But if you need to run anything, you cannot run it from here. That's here basically to transfer files. If you need to run the command, it's not from here. We're gonna get it later on. That's why we need to use the Unix commands. Now, here, most likely you can have it under the, now that's the roots. First you get to the roots. Second, they already set up the system to have your storage to run the cluster through their storage called Scratch. You cannot run it from any other storage media. That's why they have it under Scratch. You go to Scratch. That's the only way the cluster will get in to your files and read it, and the output is going to be there. So you click to the Scratch. Now I have the Scratch. That's all users. All what I need to get into my user, which is down there. That's mine actually. Anyone will have an account, he will have it here, his folder. Now after I get there, they already set up, because now they increase the size for a 10 terabyte, so it's really. Now they set up the storage over there to ABC. Like example here, if you have a huge amount of data and you have a long processing but you have different outputs, you can divide between the three storage area. You can have one for A and B and for C, and you can look for the different outputs, or you can have it all in one. It's just trying to make it easy for everyone. Example here, before we get through that, I need to show how we can first log in there, which we're gonna use the, let's get it here. I'll do it later on. It's PUTTY. Okay. Yes, here you go. Okay, that's the, now here this will put you, after I download the putty now, and I need also the X1 in my background so I can get inside, so I can work with running the command for the Unix inside the clusters. Here is already, as I said, is Write Proper under the HPC for High Performance Computing Functions, and it's under the ODU to ODU. Now here it's gonna ask me for my login, which is mine. Now it's asking me for the password. As I said also, once you get in, you're gonna set up an account. Now here, if we like here now, I'm already inside developer, which is that. But if you need to run the programs, you know, run the command, cannot run from here. You have to go through the Unix space. Now, if I need to know exactly where I'm standing, most of the time when you look to the Win SCP, you already know exactly which routes and which direction is already written up here. But now in the Unix command, you already you need to figure out. So the first command, and is the for the beginning, actually is called pwd, which let me know exactly where I'm standing. I'm standing under home R sham 001. And from here also, ls is like you are trying to see what they have there. Like saying ls is like a diar. You already look inside the directory to see what the files there and all that. So it's telling me now anything with the backsplash like that is like a folder. So I can get in there by adding cd. Example here, if I need to look to that, just cd going to the directory, and after that write ls, looks like it's empty. Now if I need to get to the roots, that's the roots. So now here I'm already looking to my roots. Now if I need to look to the roots, the original roots for the cluster, cd backsplash, which is gonna show me all the media I have it over here. Does anyone see that? Now, do you see the scratch here? That's exactly what we did see it before. Now I need to get into my account, and from here also there's another scratch. That's exactly what we done before. Now there's an A and B and C. Also they will let you to how to manipulate between A and B and C. Now let's start now getting into one of these and see how we can read it. Here of course I was running a lot of data over there through A and B and C. So for the when SCP is gonna take a while to read all my data. I have almost about 60 giga for each data. I was running a huge data. I was running up to 10 billion of data. Now it's gonna really take a while. Sometimes get aborted this from the system, but you have to try it again to reconnect. Now the system will start reading all the folder, and from here I'm able also to read it. Get to the R. Key shell. Yes. Yes, you have to know what the commands and how we can manipulate go around that. If you look down here for the reading directory, it seems like he's still reading. Is about now 38,000. Let's do it again. We're gonna now if we go back to the roots, there's a scratch to where I am here down there, and back to the scratch again to the A, and also scratch. He's gonna try to read it. And if you look to here, now it's already got all this data. Now here